Hey book buddies, Katie here, and today I'm going to be vlogging myself reading Eclipse by Stephenie Meyer for the first time ever. I have already posted my vlogs for Twilight and New Moon. I'll leave a link to both of those in the description if you're interested. To make a long story short, I just never got around to reading the Twilight series when it came out, and I was feeling very left out, so I decided to read them. And I decided to vlog them so that you guys could see me cry. We are off to a grand start. She is begging and pleading with Edward to let her see her best friend, Jacob. And he keeps telling her no. My blood is boiling. I hate Edward so much that sometimes I look down at my hands and I see that they are shaking. I am listening to the audiobook while I'm at work so that I can get this book over with sooner. I obviously can't vlog while I'm in the lab, but I know I was making some funny faces today because I hate Edward. I hate him, 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 I hate him. He took parts out of her car so that she wouldn't be able to go visit Jacob. I don't even have any words. I'm so... And then she's all acting really mean to her dad. Charlie is a good person. He's doing his best. Of course he hates Edward. Why would he not hate Edward? Everyone should hate Edward. So of course he's like, yeah, I don't really want you to spend that much time with him. Or, yeah, I've noticed that he broke your freaking heart and maybe you should spend some time with your other friends. And here, I know that I can't keep you from seeing him, so let me just give you the sex talk so that I know that you're safe. Which I know some of what happens in Breaking Dawn, and she really ought to have listened to Charlie when he was telling her about that. One thing that's kind of funny about the audiobook is that the narrator, the voice actress who's narrating the book, she does a great job. But when she's doing Jacob's voice, she sounds almost exactly like Ash Ketchum. So that's all that I can picture in my head. It wasn't so bad, except for the fact that I was being held against my will. Rosalie is a badass and my new favorite character. Devin and I were talking about this earlier, and I have a new theory. Are you ready? She wants desperately to be a vampire. But every time Edward's like, I'll turn you into a vampire if you marry me, she's like, I don't want to marry you. I just want to be a vampire. So my theory is that she wants to be a vampire so that she can get away from him. Like, she knows that right now she's not strong enough to face him, but when she's a new vampire, she's going to be super strong, and like, what's he going to do? You know, he can't kill her now. So imprinting is gross and weird. I don't like it. I don't know why she made it a thing. I don't know why she's foreshadowing the way that she is about Quill imprinting on a 2-year-old. What the fuck? Honestly, Stephenie Meyer, what's your problem? What's wrong with you? She's really out here trying to justify making her characters imprint on babies. She's really out here trying to make it seem like that's okay. Oh my god. Jasper is really cool. He's like really, really cool. I kind of have a crush on him now. I keep thinking about how we've been absolutely robbed because she keeps putting these little nuggets of really cool stuff in there and then focusing on the most boring, stupid part of the story that she can. Imagine if this book series was about Alice and Jasper. And like, it can still be a romance because they're clearly in love, but like, it can be about Alice being a badass and Jasper being a badass, and maybe we can make Jasper a Union soldier instead of a Confederate soldier just for kicks.
Don't you yell at me about states' rights in the comments because I'm from Texas. I can say what I want. Okay, thank you.
We talk about his army of newborn vampires that he used to command, and then Alice like seeing the future and being freaking cool. Like, all of the Cullens are so cool. I want to hang out with all of them. Except for Edward. Once upon a time, I was Team Jacob, and that's over. My sweet sunshine boy is a monster and not a cinnamon roll. He just kissed her without her permission while she tried to push him away. I am proud of Bella for punching him, though. Good for her. Yeah, so Jacob's canceled. Everyone in this book can spontaneously combust, and the only one who is allowed to live is Alice. Every single time that I think that I have reached peak Edward hatred, he does something else. Like, this whole coercing her to marry him thing, that's fucked up. But, like, maybe everything else in this book is so completely twisted that that's why it took me so long to realize that forcing her to marry him is messed up. Like, if this were any other book series, that would be enough. I'd probably put it down. I'd be like, this is toxic and horrible. But because I'm so used to Twilight nonsense, it really took me, like, a while. He's been talking about this most of the book, and I just got mad about it just now. In a truly bizarre and fucked up turn of events, I think I'm Team Edward now. Jacob can choke? What kind of messed up, horrible person? I just read the part where Bella decides, I'm hurting Jacob by kind of stringing him along like this, even though he's being a jerk. And maybe I should just tell him that I don't want to be friends anymore because I know that he doesn't want to be just friends and I don't want to hurt him. And I am, like, engaged now. Which is, like, totally reasonable. I'm like, yeah, good choice, Bella. So she goes to do that. And he's like, alright, well then, I'm just gonna kill myself. That's the worst thing. So then, he manipulates her into kissing him. And then, I don't really like Bella either, because now she's like, oh, I'm in love with Jacob now too, I guess. And then Edward, like, finds out about it, obviously, because he can read minds. And he's, like, surprisingly really chill about it. Like, what? Edward, why are you nice now? This is bizarre. And don't get me wrong, I hate Edward. Like, I'm sure you guys have surmised that by now. I fucking hate Edward. But, wow, what a nice response. Weirdly. Like, what? This truly is the worst book series I've ever read. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, you're supposed to hate Twilight if you want to be cool. I'm saying that because really, like, this is the worst book series I've ever read. And as of right now, I have not posted my New Moon video because I'm just extra behind. I've been kind of busy and it's easier to vlog than it is to film my intro for New Moon. Like, all I have to do is set up, like, a little thing and film it. It's not that hard, but I guess I've just been lazy. I don't know. So, long story short, I haven't posted my New Moon video yet, but in my New Moon video, you will see, or you will have seen, that I am really, really Team Jacob throughout the entirety of New Moon. And now I just feel ashamed. All the things I said about Jacob, like, I thought he was sweet. I kept calling him a cinnamon roll, because he was. She destroyed him. Like, why is he? Why? Why would she make him so lovable and awesome and, like, innocent and sweet just to turn him into, like, the worst sort of person that there is? Wait. Is Bella about to fight? Like, is she about to actually fight? What? Oh, no. She didn't fight, but she was going to. I guess it's the thought that counts. I do have to say, though, that I'm really pleased that action is actually happening in this book. Like, I didn't think there was ever going to be any fights in this whole book series, but this was actually pretty brutal. Like, poor Riley screaming for Victoria, but she doesn't even care while he's getting his arms ripped off. What the heck? And did I read this correctly? Did Edward, like, bite Victoria's head off? Did he actually bite Victoria's head off? It's kind of metal. Ah, now the Volturier here. I'm actually freaking out. I'm actually invested in this book for the first time since I've been reading this book. I'm, like, shook. Alright, I finished it. I really actually liked the ending a lot. Most of the book I hated. Surprise. But the end was actually pretty good, and if I didn't already know better about Breaking Dawn, I would be really hopeful to read it. But maybe the people that I've talked to about Breaking Dawn were wrong. So I'm going to go into it with an open mind, and I'm going to hope that it's just as good as I want it to be. Thank you guys so much for watching me complain, and if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like or subscribe to my channel. Please let me know what you think of Eclipse in the comments, and I will see you all again very soon with my Breaking Dawn vlog. Until then, happy reading. Bye. So, the library was all out of copies of Breaking Dawn, which I am taking as a sign from the universe that I get to take a break from this book series for a little bit and read something else. So I'm going to do that. So don't worry, I will make a Breaking Dawn vlog. So if you're just on the edge of your seat waiting for that, it's still going to happen. However, I am going to let myself read a standalone of something that will hopefully be good, just as like a mental health break from all of this chaos. So yeah, you'll get a Breaking Dawn video, but it's just gonna have to wait until the library has a copy of it. So, peace!